y'all for having me. I love the show.
You do
Honored
love
to
the
be
show?
here. Yes, ma'am.
Who's your favorite?
Shoot, all three of you.
All three of y'all.
Politically correct already.
Do you realize I once pushed for you to go #1 in the draft above Blake Griffin?
Really?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I don't recall that. But, yeah.
Well, you're here because
appreciate
you
the
are
support,
participating in the three-point contest. Is that
Yes,
right?
that's right.
And you lead the league. No, you're second in the league in three-pointers, correct?
Something like that.
Something
up
you
there.
know.
I'm up
Don't try
there.
to be shy.
No, I'm up there somewhere. I shoot a lot of them, though. I'm averaging like 7 attempts per game. So
All right.
I
Are
gotta
you
make a
excited
few.
about being here?
Awesome experience
It
to come
is.
to Houston. It's my 3rd time being at All-Star Weekend. So
Well, congratulations.
The Golden State Warriors, obviously, you guys on a recent losing streak, but the bottom line is you're still above 500. I think Mark Jackson has done an outstanding job. How are you feeling about the year that y'all are having, and how legit do you believe you guys are?
we feel we're a legit team that has an opportunity to make a big run in the playoffs if we get there. So to withstand a 5-game losing streak going into All-Star break and still be 30-22, we feel like we haven't lost much ground, and we can still make that up once we start playing after the break. So
Well, what's the problem? Why y'all on a 5-game losing? What you doing losing 5 straight?
We played some good teams on the road, and we didn't show up defensively and gave up about over 115 points per game on the last 5 games. That's not going to win many games at all. So we got to change that as we get back to playing on Tuesday.
How out of line do you think you guys got trying to stop the Rockets from breaking the three-point record?
I was waiting for that to come.
I knew that was coming. We're back in the city. I think it was a weird situation. Obviously, the fans were cheering one more three for the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and it kind of got a little chippy towards the end of it. But we just wanted to have some, it's kind of embarrassing to give up 24 threes, and we didn't want to do that. Obviously, they beat us pretty handily from start to finish of the game, but to have control over that record and not let them get it,
You
not
didn't
put
like
us.
Draymond's play, though, right? The
He-
tackle.
It was a solid play. He actually, his arm flailed and got Patrick in the face, but we felt like it was a decent play on the ball to try to get him off the 3-point line, and just made some contact.
The fact that it got chippy is something I applaud, because when I look at Mark Jackson and the kind of personality transplant he wanted to infuse in that franchise, I think that's what y'all need. Y'all need to be chippy. You need to be hardcore. You need to be ready to fight somebody if you have to in order to win basketball games. How do y'all feel about the approach that your coach, Mark Jackson, has infused in this
playoff
organization?
basketball. That's what we're trying to achieve and trying to strive to get to. So for us to go through experiences like that where you have to, you might get beat certain games, but you can't let them punk you, basically, is what we
Mr.
try
Bayless
to do.
didn't approve of it.
I did not, because I did not like fouling to stop three-point shooting. Just play defense. Play straight up. Don't foul them on the inbounds pass, so they got to shoot free throws instead of threes.
Well, it was a 30-point game under a minute, and I guess if they had some point record, us fouling might have got them closer to that, but we didn't want to let them get any threes.
I don't think these people are liking what you're saying around here.
That's fine.
How do you guys feel? You guys like Steph, right?
They like Steph.
They appreciate what he did.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
Who's the best shooter in the league right now?
Best shooter in the league?
You can say yourself.
I like to put myself up there.
Yeah.
We have 2 guys on our team, myself and Klay Thompson,
He's pretty good.
who's also a great shooter.
He's a great shooter.
And we like to use that strength as a backcourt. But you got guys like Novak, you got specialists like Matt Bonner. Those guys are knockdown shooters, and even my man from Chicago, Kyle Korver.
Well, he's in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta.
I'm sorry, Atlanta. He got traded. Yeah. So Kyle Korver is knocking down at a high percentage. I think he's leading at 46%.
Yeah, but you're not a specialist. You're an every
I like
down
to
player.
Shoot it different ways. Off the dribble, left, right, doesn't really matter. But you have guys that can knock it down.
So
It's
you can
the
say
NBA.
yourself.
I like to put myself up there.
You should put yourself up.
Boy, with Del Curry being your daddy, you better put
probably-
yourself up there. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the least you could do. But let me ask you this. When I look at the Golden State Warriors, I'm wondering about how legit you are, and I go back to that. What's missing from you guys to take you to that next level?
Consistency, I think. On the
You don't think
on the
roster?
defensive
You don't
end.
think you need anything else? You think you got the roster in place?
We're healthy finally. We got Bogut back, who we've been missing all season. We got that cushion without him. So we figured once he gets infused back into the lineup and starts to get his legs back, that's only an upgrade for us and will make us a better team, especially when we play teams of bigger size down low. And he can definitely step up and be physical and dominate that paint for us, especially when teams try to slow it down in the half-court offense when you get close to the playoffs.
Who wins the West?
Who wins the West? Oklahoma City's tough. And we've seen that going to Oklahoma City, trying to beat them on the road. They're close to unbeatable at home, and you have to play a 40.
Blowing off their own court.
You have to.
You have to have the world champs. I mean, the world champs came in and they deserve it.
I do feel the
you got to play
need-
48 minutes.